It is a bass. Yeah! Woo! Did you know you can catch bass in 38-degree water? That's insane. That's probably the coldest water I've ever fished. What is up, Kraken Bass Clan? I'm out here with a guy who's never caught a largemouth bass before. It is freezing cold. There's snow on the ground. And guess what? We're gonna freaking wreck them today. So stay tuned and you are gonna learn some cool ways to catch bass in really cold water. I haven't checked the water temperature yet, but I believe it's probably in the 40 somethings. We'll find out and we'll show you what we're doing. So stay tuned, stay stoked, and let's get cracking bass. This is my friend Spencer. He's gonna be rocking the kayak today. Go get them and roll them. I'm gonna be fishing on my paddleboard as always. I know you guys give me grief about that, but I like fishing from that thing. It's not as hard as you think it is. So let's see if this guy can catch his first bass today. And let's go. Okay, rock it. Okay, let's check the water temperature. If you don't have one of these, you should get one. It's I'll put a link down in there, but it's a laser and you just shoot into the water. Oh my gosh, 38 degrees. Did you know you can catch bass in 38-degree water? That's insane. That's probably the coldest water I've ever fished. I'm excited. All right, I'm off. Let's go wreck 'em. Got my paddleboard, got my winter fishing baits and gear. Cold, cold water. I'm going to wreck some bass. So, key to super cold, clear water, bait of choice is called a floating fly. And I've got the floating fly rig dialed in. I've learned how to fish it over the years. If you don't do it exactly right, you're not gonna get them. So right now you're gonna see a link at the top to my floating fly rigging video. So go check that out. Make sure you stay tuned to it to learn how to do this floating fly technique. We'll try a couple other techniques as well. And we're gonna go out, catch some cold winter bass. Yeah. We've decided we're freezing our butts off, so we're gonna go over into the sun. We're getting ice in our guides, but we're gonna wreck some bass. I have a feeling. So the key in the winter is you wanna look for point and pockets. Anywhere where there's a little bit of water coming in that's warmer, that's really what you want to look for. And winter fishing is slow. Like, it's methodical. You know, it's not like the summer or the spring where you're just catching them on top waters and crankbaits and all these different things. Bass are cold-blooded, so they are more lethargic. They don't need to eat as much, so you got to use real thin, small baits, light line, and you just got to drop it right on top of them. They love to feed up and eat bait fish and things. So we're gonna go over to this point, this little pocket, see if we can find a school of them. We got kayak man versus paddleboard. Not gonna lie, that kayak setup's pretty legit. Yeah, it's nice. It's got a pull holder on it, keeps up out of the water, a lot of storage. So you can see another thing you want to look for in the winter is these birds. These are bait fish birds. There's a couple over there, feed on little bait fish, and ducks will feed on grass too. So if you find grass, ducks sitting on a spot, usually there's a bunch of vegetation underneath them and you can find them. Oh, this feels better over here in the sun. Okay, here we go. Here's my floating fly setup. Got a Spro fat fly, color's critical. This is the bluegill color. This is a slip bobber that lays sideways. I got a bead, and then my knot is all the way up in here in my spinning reel. So what that allows me to do is I can cast this really far, and then that floating fly will fall down underneath of it. Oh, I got one already. As soon as it hit the water, dude. Woo! Right off that point. Yeah, baby. What is this? I don't think this is the bass. I think it's a little trout. Dude, I got a trout. Oh, he just got off. I had a little trout on there. That's cool. That float will lay flat on the top of the water, and then it'll go straight up and down when that flies underneath it. So I'm watching that. Oh, it just went down and came up. went down, came up. Oh, something's freaking wrecking that thing. There it goes. Oh, there it goes. Go under, baby. Key is I came out on this point. That's where he was. You just want to shake it. Like, you don't want to move the bobber. You just shake it, and it kind of makes the fly shake underneath. And the bass will come up and suck that sucker down. I don't think this float stands up for some reason. Yours is better, so I might switch my float here in a minute. It's easier to tell what's going on with yours than mine. Oh, did you see that? Oh my gosh, it just went down. Up a little bit shallower. That thing just wrecked down. The other key is you want to kind of let some line out so that the line can fall underneath the bobber. Does that make sense? Because if it's too tight, your fly won't fall underneath the bobber like it should. And then if you don't get one, reel it up and cast it again. And then if you feel like you're too shallow, I just slide my knot down a little bit. I'm gonna go a little deeper now, closer to like 10 feet. Oh, I got one. Got one. Oh. Jeez, did you see it go down? I'm missing them. They're up there closer, man. Every fish has like been like right up there closer. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's the spot. Another thing worth trying is a chatterbait. They love the tight vibrations. Got him. Oh. Man, we're just missing them, aren't we? That's like, I missed two. There was a few of them on that point. We couldn't hook them. Another one of my favorite cold water baits is a lipless crankbait. Got him. Woohoo! Got one, yeah. Oh, it's another trout. I'm wrecking the trout today, fishing for bass. Sweet. Caught him on a jackal TN lipless crankbait. That was a nice one, huh? Oh, you got one. Reel down. Just reel. Oh man, he wrecked it. Yeah, just instead of setting the hook, because there's so much slack, you gotta reel up the slack before you even set the hook. Does that make sense? Yeah, you gotta pick up that slack first before you set the hook. He wrecked that thing, man. You got him! He's got his first bass! Yes! Woohoo! Finally, we did it. We've had probably 10 bites. Finally got one. A rainbow! We're slaying the bows. Oh, that's a nice one, dude. That's cool. I think that's why we're not hooking them as well. If it was a bass, they hook up a little easier on the float and fly. Yeah, that's a pretty fish, dude. Good one. Gosh dang it, we just caught a trout. Dang it, that sucks. Dang, I caught a nice trout. That's awful. Yeah, perfect shaking, dude. So that's the key, is just a light, you're not even pulling it down. And then pause it every once in a while and let it go slack so it falls straight down. Oh, that sun feels so good, doesn't it? Yeah, that bobber's so much better. It's nice to be able to tell what's going on. This one, it's either under or you can't tell. All right, let's move up the lake. Let's move down in this corner pocket. It's a little more gradual out here. There he is. Oh, a lot of times it's just a matter of locating them, you know what I mean? Like there were definitely a bunch of trout on that point. Yeah, I caught two and you caught one. We'll find the bass. This breeze is just pushing us just right. Whoa, now it's pushing me too much. It's addicting, like just looking at that bobber and knowing it's gonna go down. I think it's nice to have a thinner bobber too, because I don't think they fill the float as easy. Like on this one, I think they fill it. Got him? Yeah, dude, he's beating me. The newbie. You got him pretty close, didn't you? Oh my gosh, we're slaying the rainbows. Oh my gosh, that's awesome, dude. Did you break him? Well, I got a bunch of them. Grab your float and come over here. Dang, it's not a bass. Ah, dang, it's a 2-pound rainbow trout. Those trout have littler mouths. I think that's why I'm missing a lot of them, because I think those have been rainbows. Okay, the key to the floating fly is you gotta have a tie like this so you can reel it up into your line. Then you put one of these bobber stops. And we got these about 10 feet. So we're reeling them all the way up, and then you gotta have a bobber, and the key to the bobber is it's gotta be able to lay flat, and then you want the weight of the bait to drive where it goes. So this kind of style is usually the best. I'm using this style and it's just not working as well. These lighter is a 1/8 ounce, seems to be working the best. So just tie it on with a polymer knot. I'm using 6-pound fluorocarbon on this. You want something that's pretty finesse. Bass can be line shy. It's a really fun technique actually. Bobber fishing's kind of addicting. You just move around, let it set for a minute, and whack them. And the other thing you want to check is you want to make sure your knot's up to where you need it to be. That one you can like pull the bobber down like that, yeah, and you know you're working it right. Oh, you just had another hit on that. I'm gonna switch bobbers. This bobber's bugging me. The bites are super subtle, so you really gotta watch for them. Well, I think I jinxed us because I caught a bass my very first cast. That's never a good thing, they say. We've been catching fish though, so. Oh my gosh, is that a big rainbow? Literally that 10-foot zone seems to be like perfect spot, just kind of right out from the bank. Oh, there he is. Got him. Yeah, floating fly. It is a bass. Yeah. Woohoo. Got the bass on the floating fly. Woo. Hey, that's not a bad one. Okay, I just learned what they're doing, dude. Isn't that cool, fish? What a beautiful bass. Basically what I did right there is I started slapping my bobber down on the water. So I let it out, let it fall till it's straight. Now yours is straight up and down, mine is straight up and down. What I did is I just slammed my bobber down like that and then let it go back. Yeah, just like that. That's what I was doing. And my bobber was in the same spot. For some reason, that little shaking, boop, you got it. I love this, it's fun. See, I'm not reeling, I'm just kind of slapping it like this. Doot, 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 doot. Yeah. And then you can kind of tell like, oh, you got him. Oh, is he there? Yeah. All right. It's a bass! Yes, Spencer's first largemouth. Woohoo! Oh yeah, first largemouth bass, bro. Dope. Yeah, lip that sucker. He's not a giant, but your first one is always the hardest. Sick. That is sick, dude. We gotta take a picture of your first bass. 38 frickin' degree water. Okay, I got my camera ready for you. I'm glad we're connected. Oh yeah. Dang. All right, brother. Woo!
Well, and I love how like more durable they are than trout.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Bass are freaking cool, man.
I'm a bass fisherman.
I'm gonna check the water. It's probably warmed up a little bit since then. Oh, it's 42 now, 41. Yeah, but that was the ticket, huh? Just that little toonk, 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 toonk. We kind of know what zone we need to fish. Old bass, they don't let go of meals easy. You see how big their mouths are compared to those trout. That 1 pound largemouth or whatever size he was, his mouth was 3 times as big as that 17-inch rainbow. Oh yeah, they're fun, man. And it's kind of fun to just move around and fish for them. Like this is winter fishing. This is slow. That bobber starts going under your heart, kind of goes up in your throat, huh? And you're just, ooh, ah! That's 2 in that one spot. What? Oh, where's my bobber? Oh yeah, I got one. Oh, dude, I wasn't even paying attention. Oh man. All that sun feels good, but it's kind of in my eyes right now. I've caught some really big bass doing this. Yeah? Yeah. I don't know what it is about that hanging fly in the cold water, but they eat it. It's kind of fun because it's a visual technique, you know? It's almost like topwater fishing a little bit. Kind of lucked out on like figuring out exactly what depth. What it appears is that waters come up and it's like they're on the old line where it was deeper, you know. And what you got to realize is you got to straight to your bobber and then straight down. So you kind of have to reel that slack out before you set the hook. Because if you set the hook, you're just pulling your bobber. You're not even getting the hook in the fish's mouth. You're just moving the bobber up the line. It's almost kind of better to sit on the bank and cast out. We'll try this corner and then we'll go up to those other points that are usually pretty good. The two spots you want to look for when you're bass fishing is pockets and points, because pockets are kind of a natural funnel, and you can see all this debris and stuff up here. You know, they like to sit in areas where food will come to them and they don't have to go to it. So you can tell the breeze kind of blows this way, and usually oh, there's one. Got him. Yeah, right in the pocket. Bass or trout, what do you vote? It is a bass. Woohoo! This is cool. He's not as big as my last one. Oh, that is so a fun technique. Super cool. Gonna catch his buddy. Oh, I had a juicer. And even the see how there's a little bit of wave action? You got one. Keep reeling. Yeah. The wave action will kind of make the fly move too. I'm voting bass on this one. Oh, that's a better bass, dog. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Right in the pocket. Oh, let's get another picture. That's cool. I don't care who you are. Right in the top of the mouth. Yeah. Cool. They're cool, huh? That black stripe. And then you see that little line on the, it's right above the black stripe. There's a line on the top of the fish. That's called a lateral line. And basically that's how bass detect animals around them. It's almost like a sensory system that they have to be able to detect vibrations in the water. That's why they're such lethal predators. They can feel anything. Spencer's got another one. Another bass? All right, we're happy when they're bass. Dude, that's another good one. Come out on the points. Wrecking them over there. Good job, dude. Way to go, Spencer. Hey, you want to get in on this, go to my website, get your lure color selection chart, know what lure color works best. That's critical. The other thing is you're gonna get all the resources to be able to come out and catch bass. Nobody's here because nobody knows what to do. You need to go over to my website, learn all the secrets, get catching them. I'm gonna try, just because, I'm gonna try this chatterbait. Sometimes you can get them on a chatterbait when it's cold. Got one. Chatterbait. Woohoo! There we go. Cold water. Bass. Chatterbait. It gets them. Yeah. 40-degree water. Oh. Got him. Yes. We'll see. I think this might be a bass, bro. Yeah, he ate it like a bass. You got one too. Oh, mine just pulled off. Dang. What do you got? Got him. It's almost like as soon as it hits the water, huh? Got him. Oh, yeah. This fighting like a trout. You can kind of tell by how they fight. They kind of shake more. Yeah, big trout. Yeah, dude, this is a nice one. All right, float and fly, trout and bass. That's cool. Trout are so fragile. Oh, he's rolling. Look at that guy. Pretty one. Bye-bye, dude. Wow, that's That's a pretty trout. He like had no spots on him, just like perfectly silver. Got him. Oh, baby. I'm on a trout hole. Another big trout. Dude, this is a nice one. Oh my gosh, Spence. This is like a 3.5 pound rainbow trout. This thing is giant, dude. Wow. Ready one. Wow. Okay, using my bass scale on this trout. Let's see what it weighs. Here we go. 2 2.25, 3/4. It's a big one. Look at that. Trout is free and healthy bass stuff. Don't touch them. God, that's a big, pretty trout. That was pretty cool. Got me a trout hole, Spence. Dude, look at that.
Pretty good.
How many did we catch today?
Trout and bass?
Trout and bass.
Together, probably about 22 or 24 fish.
Yeah, I would say at least probably 25. He caught his first bass. He caught several of his first. Let's let him go. Pretty fish. Go ahead, let him go, dude. Bam. All right, so head to the link below, get you a lure color selection chart. It'll help you know what color to use. And also go to the link to get more details of the gear that we used and the rundown of all the stuff. We didn't catch everything on film that we caught today, but we caught a lot of bass and we had a great time. Hopefully you can go out and deploy these techniques and keep cracking bass all year long. Stay stoked. Oh, one last thing. What was the most important thing? What do you feel like was most helpful for you today?
To reel in first before you jerk. For all the fly fishermen, do not pull back.
Yeah, get the line tight. He had the bobber down and he would just jerk and he wouldn't hook them. So once he learned to reel down and then wait till he felt the fish to pull, he caught a lot more. So anyway, that's the juice. That's the tip of the day. Thanks, man. Stay stoked. Bye.